It's May 6th, and Matthew came with us to the airport so he could drive our car back home after we got dropped off. Here we are, Starbucks. We're on our way to airport.
We're starting our trip.
We'll never get there if we keep doing this.
We have lots of time, thanks to Matthew. Right? You can shine it to Matthew and say,
Thanks, Matthew.
All right. Here we are, getting settled into our long journey to Sydney, Australia.
Our dreams, they're made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs of sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least for most wild.
Finally, after a 17-hour flight, we are in Sydney. Okay, so we're in Sydney, Australia, and this is our hotel room.
It's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together.
This is down at the wharf, the harbor of Sydney. Yes?
Yeah.
We're going to be walking over to the Opera House, we think.
Oh.
But it's quite the busy time. It's about midday on the 8th of May.
And all of these moments just might find their way into my dreams.
Here we are, Sydney Opera House. Are you videoing or still?
Videoing, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a beautiful harbor. It's a beautiful day. We're going to go see a concert. We're going to hear a concert tomorrow night in the beautiful concert hall.
These dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene. I'd be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
This is a beautiful view of the Sydney skyline at night. We took this cruise boat around the Sydney harbor and had snacks and drinks while on board.
Hello everybody, welcome aboard. Lovely to see you all. Beside me this evening's Peter. Dance floors wherever you can find a spot. If you feel like dancing, you're very welcome to. There's little
In our way, and when I wake up, you look so pretty, sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time.
This morning we woke up to see the sunrise and to get ready to climb over the Sydney Bridge. We had a fun time walking the streets at the Rocks Market. This evening we walked to the Sydney Opera House to see a concert of the Sydney Symphony Orchestra and singer Beck.
So the concert is about to start at the Sydney Opera House with the symphony and this performer named Beck, and it's a full house. They do have a pipe organ, I noticed, but the seats are a fun color. They're fuchsia. There's a lot of wood in the ceiling. It's a pretty cool place. The concert's supposed to start at 7 and it's already about 5 after 7. They mustn't start things on time here.
I think we're ready for a little dinner now. We took a walk through the Royal Botanic Garden and a tour of the governor's house.
Come inside. This is the residence of the Governor of New South Wales. Correct?
And of course, we needed to go through the Art Gallery of New South Wales. This morning we ate breakfast at our hotel and left early for a tour of Sydney. The tour also took us to a beautiful beach called Bondi Beach. We got back from the tour early enough for us to get dressed, to do a Sydney Opera House tour, and later to attend a ballet performance of Romeo and Juliet. Today we did a Blue Mountain tour that started at 7:15 in the morning. That was pretty early. The sky was overcast and rainy most of the way. We were unable to see a whole lot, so we enjoyed eating lunch at the Hydro Majestic restaurant before returning to Sydney. We caught a cab and arrived at the train station early enough to have lunch. We boarded the train and settled into our cabin. We were the last ones to the dining car, so we had dinner, just the two of us, before getting to bed. The train that night rode very bumpy. After a very bumpy ride last night, we went to the dining car for coffee until the train stopped in Broken Hill, a silver mining town, for a short tour of the town history. The final stop was in Adelaide and our Crown Plaza Hotel. At 5:30 a.m., a bus picked us up and drove us to Cape Jervis to board a ferry to Kangaroo Island. We met our guide Dave at 10 a.m. and he drove us to see koalas, kangaroo, and a porcupine-looking animal called a echidna.
Sea lions are pregnant for 18 months, and the whole time that they're pregnant, they're feeding their last pup. Mum's not here yet. Mum's still at sea.
Do you think the mom would hear that?
We saw a lot of seals before taking us to our Hotel McCure. We had dinner next to a wood-burning fireplace. Dave picked us up after breakfast to see more of the island and wildlife. We saw fur seals at Admiral's Arch and more views of the beautiful coastline. We drove to Remarkable Rocks and were able to walk through them. They reminded us a lot of Elephant Rocks in Missouri. Dave made us lunch and we ate in Flinders Chase National Park. We saw more kangaroo and koala before boarding the ferry and catching the bus back to Adelaide. We checked out of our hotel and took a limo van to the train station. Before boarding the train at 11:30, the station gave us champagne and a few items to eat.
Gold premium class. So anyway, here comes our cabin. Let's just take a look. Oh boy. It's a little maybe roomier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They have a little snack for us. And how about this bathroom? Oh, a tiny bit bigger. Shower. What do you think?
It's okay.
Our dining car in the platinum cabin.
The train staff woke us up about 5:45 to go outside for a light breakfast and coffee and sunrise. We did this to allow the staff to put our rooms back to normal.
We just passed the border of the Northern Territory and the Southern Territory of Australia on the train, the Ghan train.
We had one last meal on the Ghan train before getting off in Alice Springs. Following our night stay at the Crown Plaza Hotel, we boarded another bus for a ride to Simpson Gap and Stanley Chasm. This evening we had steak and chicken dinner under the stars at Earth Sanctuary.
The telescope observatory is now rotating at our stargazing evening here at Alice Springs, so we don't know exactly what's coming next.
The star viewing was amazing. The ride to Ayers Rock took over 6 hours by bus, and to our hotel, the Desert Garden Hotel Uluru. We explored the area's gardens and shops and got settled into our room. We were picked up for a Sound of Silence dinner at a location not far from Ayers Rock. There we saw the sunset and more star viewing. Woke up early again this morning for a sunrise bus tour to Ayers Rock and a light breakfast of muesli and coffee. We watched the sunrise and had our guide take us right to Ayers Rock. The weather was sunny and a perfect temperature, and so we got to go hear a man play a didgeridoo, then walk back to the hotel before going on a tour and sunset dinner with another star talker. The dinner was like the other night, with round tables for 8 people. We had good food and good company, and had fun talking and laughing with them. The sky was partially clear to see stars. we took our bus to the airport for our 10:30 flight to Cairns and the Pacific Hotel. The weather was nice and warm, so we did some shopping in a nearby mall. Sherry bought some clothes and a swimsuit. We stopped at a restaurant later and had some beers. Today we took a bus ride to Port Douglas. There we took a catamaran out to the Great Barrier Reef.
Well, here we are. What are we doing? Taking a float ride out to the Great Barrier Reef.
To a special island where we're going to snorkel and have lunch and take a glass bottom boat and go down under the water in a little submarine maybe.
And it takes about an hour and a half to boat out there at this speed. So we're way out there.
Yep.
This is some of the coastline as we're leaving the coast.
Port Douglas, right?
Right out of Port Douglas. And this is a catamaran. Big catamaran holds like 300 people, but there's only 50 on board now, I believe, they said. We'll see what we can find in the water later.
Before snorkeling, we took a glass-bottom boat and saw beautiful fish and corals.
This one here, guys, is over 800 years of age.
Sherry and I suited up in wetsuits, flippers, and face masks to do some snorkeling with a guide.
We're heading back into Port Douglas after a day of the Great Barrier Reef.
So if you want McDonald's or KFC, you got about an hour and 10 minute drive ahead
I'm
of you.
recording this. This is our
About an
bus
hour-
driver.
about an hour and
His
10
accent is something else. He's trying to narrate
KFC pretty urgent. That's the place
the
to go
town
anyway.
of Port Douglas.
But all varieties up here, different sorts of foods, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, Australian pub meals, Italian. So a bit of a variety. My favourite little shop is, unfortunately, we can't stop.
After getting back to our hotel, we dressed for dinner and walked to a restaurant called Okra for drinks and a nice meal of emu, kangaroo, and crocodile. This morning we caught a bus to the Kuranda train station to ride a train to Kuranda village.
Wow. Look at that. This is the view of the waterfall from the Kuranda Railroad.
All of these moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight. But I know that they'll be gone when the morning light sings or brings no
The village had many animals native to Australia: kangaroos, alligators, koala bears, and birds. Later we both tried boomerang throwing, which was pretty cool.
There you go.
Woo! Wow!
We did another bus ride from the village to the beginning of a 7.5 kilometer cable car ride over the rainforest. We walked to Blue Marlin Restaurant on the boardwalk for brunch. Then walked around the town a little and more of the boardwalk. Love is the answer, at least, for most of the questions in my heart. Why are we here and where do we go? We decided to try the swimming pool and enjoy the Australian sun. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. After the swim, we walked to Dundee's restaurant. They served us lamb cutlets that we cooked on a smoking hot volcanic rock.
It's still frying, so I guess we now have to do something.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I could try for your heart. Our dreams.